Jack, get back, let it go, I'm off the attack. I said, please, Louise, would you take me home? I'm on my knees. I said, please, trees, I'm sweating here, I need some breeze. I said, Jack, skip back, let it go, I'm off the attack. I know my ISIS will come on back and take me home to be the Buddha of the basin, sitting there upon my throne, sitting on my cypress. ISIS, peaceful beside the bayou breeze, just be the Buddha of the basin. Find the alpha state and find your peace. I'm hanging here, I need some peace. I said, Jack, just skip back. Here we go, I'm off the attack. I said, please, Louise, let it go, I'm on my knees, waiting for my cypress ISIS to take me to the estuary, to the alpha state basin, 'cause that's where she says I should be, sitting on my cypress ISIS in the shade under the live oak tree, sitting on my cypress ISIS. Yeah, she rocked me on her cypress knees.
Hello, welcome to the Buddha of the Basin, the cosmic current, the wedding of Cypress Isis and the arisen Osiris. The historical narrative of Western physics is a story of magnificent isolation. As we established in our opening chapter, the mechanical trajectory carved out by Aristotle, Newton, and Einstein successfully mapped out the external theater of the universe while completely stripping the observer of their biological sovereignty. We were left with the cosmos of cold, geometric equations, a universe of light without our breath. To break out of this material reductionism, we must look to the long-suppressed alternative lineages of electrical science. When we bridge the pioneer plasma physics of the early 20th century with quantum electrodynamics, we uncover a startling reality. Space is not a dead, empty vacuum, and the human body is not a closed biochemical engine. Both are open, highly conductive systems wired into a singular, vast currency exchange. By mapping the mechanics of the cosmic current, we discover that what ancient traditions called chi, ki, or prana is not a vague mystical vapor. It is a highly organized, step-down expression of creation energy and intelligent infinity, moving through a literal subatomic wedding. When we run this circuit, we consciously merge the radiant masculine Christ vibration of the positron with the magnetic feminine ruach of the electron, transforming our physical vehicle into a living plasma transducer. The Electric Universe, Birkeland Currents, and the Cosmic Gender Matrix. In 1903, Norwegian physicist Christian Birkeland revolutionized our understanding of space by proving that the cosmos is flooded with plasma, a highly conductive fourth state of matter consisting of free electrons and ionized atoms. Birkeland demonstrated that electric currents do not require metal wires to travel. Instead, they can flow along magnetic field lines or vectors across thousands of light years. Today, astrophysics recognizes these as Birkeland currents. Because of the fundamental laws of electromagnetism, these currents never travel in a single straight line. Instead, they organize into intertwined dual helix pairs, resembling a twisted rope, a strand of DNA, or the ancient caduceus. Driven by the intense attraction and repulsion of opposing charges, these twisting filaments compress matter into ultra-dense, localized cylinders of light, a phenomenon known in plasma physics as a Z-pinch. When we cross-reference this plasma architecture with quantum mechanics, we discover that the cosmos is structured upon an absolute cosmic gender matrix, operating through two primary subatomic expressions, the proton and positron. These represent the masculine principle, yang, Pingala, solar, Christos. They are positively charged, outward radiating, compressed, and electric. They carry the highly organized blueprint data of the nous, the cosmic mind. Then we have the electron. This represents the feminine principle, yin, Ida, lunar, or the ruach. The electron is negatively charged, immensely receptive, magnetic, and expansive, occupying the vast, spacious outer shells of all physical matter. Just as a cosmic Birkeland current requires both positive and negative filaments spinning around a neutral axis to generate a stable plasma stream, biological life force energy requires the conscious, balanced interaction of these two subatomic polarities within the human body. The subatomic wedding, generating the firstborn of creation. To understand why the West lost its breath, we must understand the quantum physics of antimatter. In our dense third density physical world, the electron rules the material landscape. Its twin brother, the positron, cannot exist freely in our environment for long. The moment a positron steps down out of the unmanifested spirit realm, the fine fluid vacuum of the nous, or the implicate order, it instantly collides with an electron. In conventional physics, this collision is called annihilation. Two particles erase their mass and explode back into pure gamma-ray light photons. However, when this step-down process is stabilized through the fluidic template of human intent along the horror line of Barbara Brennan and sacred anatomy, as in the pineal, piezoelectric, and the sacrum, this piezoelectric calibration of the spinal column, okay, and the heart radiation, the living energy, this chi, this creates a harmonic orbital equilibrium known as positronium. This is a weightless, purely energetic atom made entirely of light. So instead of explosive annihilation, the positron and electron, under the right set of circumstances, can enter a state of perfect harmonic orbital equilibrium. Okay, I find this to be functionally equivalent to getting that Merkaba to turn on, the light spirit body. So as this light-love blueprint stabilizes into permanent physical matter, it yields hydrogen, the ultimate cosmic baseline element. By stripping away the outer electron shell through ionizing metabolic pressure, the body isolates the free hydrogen ion. A free hydrogen ion is a single lone proton, a literal packet of compressed, solidified cosmic light. In astrophysics, hydrogen constitutes roughly 75% of the elemental mass of the entire universe. It is the building block of every star, galaxy, and water molecule in existence. It is the exact molecular junction where creation energy steps down into dense physical chemistry, the biological transducer, splitting the Ida and Pingala circuits. In the human body, this cosmic plasma loop is tracked directly to the nervous system. The ancient Vedic text mapped these as the Ida and Pingala nadis, while the Taoist alchemy mapped them as the Renmei, the conception vessel, and the Dumei, the governing vessel, the receptive circuit. Running down the front of the body, this Ida Renmei channel acts as the ultimate yin reservoir. It is a highly conductive, electron-heavy pathway that governs the parasympathetic nervous system, grounding the body into the negative electrical capacitance of the Earth matrix. The radiant circuit, Pingala and Dumei. Running up the spine, this channel acts as the ultimate yang reservoir. It is a proton-heavy positronic pathway that governs the sympathetic nervous system, reaching upwards to catch the high-frequency radiation of the cosmos. When we are trapped in the modern high-beta digital prison, these two circuits are violently unzipped. The Ida and the Pingala pull apart, causing our energy to leak out into externalized distraction. Our internal DNA antenna unzips, broadcasting loose chaotic biophotons that manifest as cognitive fatigue and chronic anxiety. To fix the circuit, we must execute the second stage of our practice, using the caduceus inhale to apply a centripetal Z-pinch to our primary energy tube. Protocol execution. Running the positronic electronic loop. So now that your brain has been sort of pacified by this alpha frequency broadcast that we established in chapter 1, we can consciously begin the subatomic wetting of the internal currents. So remember, in chapter 1, we focused on breathing in through the right nostril, all the while looking through the left eye, and then you can breathe out through the left nostril, then breathe into the left nostril, and then out the right nostril. This sort of turns off the default mode network and re-engages the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex and the striatum. And it crosses the chasm between the left and right cerebral hemispheres using the corpus callosum. So once you've done that, the next phase is the postural anchor. So now we're going to maintain our upright sacral tucked posture. We're going to ensure our tongue is pressed firmly against the roof of our mouth, just behind the front teeth. This physical contact closes the biological circuit board, connecting the Dumé and Ridme meridians into a singular loop. So close both eyes. As you prepare to inhale, visualize the deep electron reservoir of the earth anchoring to your pelvis, while the golden positronic font of the noose hovers over your crown. Inhale slowly of 4 to 6 seconds. Visualize these two opposing currents simultaneously entering your body. The blue electron current surges up from the base of the spine, while the golden positron current cascades down from the brainstem. See them twist around each other in a furious dual helix rope along your spinal column, mimicking a cosmic Birkeland filament. As the breath reaches its peak, hold the air for 6 seconds. Contract the muscles of your pelvic floor and gently swallow, pushing the air down. This dual compression acts as a mechanical and magnetic Z-pinch. Visualize the twisting snakes of the caduceus snapping tightly inward, compressing the space around your spine and forging the sushumna, a dense cylindrical plasma or pronotube of white-hot superconducting plasma. The hydrogen flash. Focus your attention directly on the center of this compressed cylinder. See the positrons and electrons marry, sparkling a brilliant flash of free hydrogen ions across your central nervous system. Feel this atomic ionization cascade outward into your bloodstream as a wave of deep electrical warmth. Exhale slowly over 6 seconds, releasing the physical compression but holding the visualization of the shining central cylinder. See the generated energy stabilize inside your cells, preparing your biological motherboard for the molecular transformations to follow. The next matrix is the water receiver. By completing the positronic electronic loop, you have successfully taken the unmanifested light of Einstein's equations and bound it to the living breath of your biology. You are no longer a passive, shallow breathing observer trapped in a high beta state. You have successfully run a localized Z-pinch, clearing your central pronotube and filling your nervous system with a dense ionized cloud of free hydrogen light. But where does this subatomic wetting store its data? How does this newly minted cosmic plasma alter the physical matter of your flesh? To discover how this ionized light interacts with our physical form, you must examine the ultimate holographic receiver of the human vehicle, the liquid crystal matrix of our cellular water. In our next chapter, we will explore how these star tetrahedral photons imprint their geometric codes onto the hyper-shifting crystalline clathrates of our biology, preparing the ultimate step-down system into the hexagonal carbon motherboard of the human brain. Om Shanti Om.
Something happening and pouring into my mind. happening and I'm one with the gold. Alright, something happening and I feel